You're listening to the Kim D. Snyder Show, episode number 037. In this episode, you will discover Celebrate Your Wins.
Welcome to the Kim D. Snyder Podcast.
Welcome. I'm your host, Kim. This show is for business leaders and experts to stand out. For the show notes, please go to kimdsnyder.com/037. If you're interested in leadership development in your organization, go to kimdsnyder.com/inquire. Let's get this party started. And this party started with my dad many years ago, probably 20 years ago. He shared with me that I always need to celebrate my wins in life, no matter what size, and make sure you take the time out. He was self-employed for many, many years. He's retired now. And whenever he got a big deal, a big gig, a big accomplishment, he would celebrate it so that he never felt like he was always going out and working. And so he taught me that at an early age. And so, when I would get a big goal at work, or a big bonus or something, I always took that money, or I took that time to celebrate. And, I would purchase jewelry. I've purchased many things in my home from those big accomplishments that I had. I've taken trips, I've seen friends, I've had meals. And so I've taken those and I have those fond memories to remind me that I accomplished something, and also just to take a stop, because we always go and we rarely remember the good things. So we might have had a fantastic day and there's one thing that was bad, or somebody said one thing that was negative, and we'll focus on the one bad thing rather than looking at the whole goal. And so the accomplishment is really one way to, overcome looking at the bad. It's to look at the good and to celebrate it. And so, you want to make sure that you keep that in perspective. And also, there's no such thing as a small win, because honestly, sometimes you've got to take those. And, sometimes I'm having a tough week, or I've heard from colleagues and other masterminds, and they're having a tough time. And honestly, just getting up at that day to work or take a phone call was all they could do, and that was their accomplishment. Sometimes it's a bigger sales goal. Sometimes it's a personal goal. It could be a relationship goal, or a weight loss goal, or relationship goal. But take that time to do it. The other thing that's really important is not only do you celebrate it, but you also want to document those, because when you are a leader, you don't always have a lot of people to confide in. So a leader or business leader, or a business owner, and if you can create that place that you have that file, it's really nice to recall. And so my process is that I will, do a review at the end of the week or on a Sunday, and I'll kind of just sit down and review my week, what I accomplished, and I'll actually make note of those wins. When I was in the corporate world, I would actually put them I would save those compliments that I got from clients in a certain folder. And so the other way that I've also done it is I'll create a document, like a Word document or a Google Doc on my folder, and I'll put them in there. So I also have them electronically. And I've done it multiple ways, but for me, it's just writing them down in my notebook is nice, because as I go through the weeks or the month and I look back going, oh gosh, I don't think I've accomplished anything. I haven't really done anything. And I start flipping back on my notebook and I was like, oh yeah, I did that and I did that. And it's like, okay, you don't lose sight for the forest for the trees. And so that's the other way that I do it. So I would be curious to see what kind of criteria you're going to use for your wins. How do you celebrate? How often do you celebrate? What is your win for the week, no matter what? So figure that out for you. And that leads me to the action items for this episode, which is 1, decide the method to track. Are you going to write it in your notebook? Are you going to use, file folders in your folder in a Word or an Excel document, or are you going to use it in an email? The second item is to decide what your celebration is going to be for the next win. So decide what it is, what your next win is going to be, and when it happens, this is the third thing, celebrate it. Celebrate it and take pictures so you can remember what it is. Or obviously if it's, something that's physical, you can actually look at it and remember. But remember that feeling. For the show notes for this episode, please go to kimdsnyder.com/037. Thank you for listening. I would appreciate it if you could leave a review wherever you're listening and watching for the show, so that we can reach more leaders. If you're looking for leadership development for you or your team, please go to kimdsnyder.com/inquire to email me or call me. See you in the next episode.